It's Thursday, the 3rd of May 2018, and welcome to Navigating Your Day. In Jinshin Jitsu, safety energy lock number 3 came into the universe meaning understanding, the door, or our defense against problems and discomforts. So safety energy lock number 3 is located, if you put your heel of your hand on your shoulder, just where your fingertips are on the inside of your shoulder blade, just at that tip of your shoulder blade, that's where safety energy lock number 3 is. And safety energy lock number 3 is also where the energy starts going into and out of the arm. So holding safety energy lock number 3 together, make a ring with your thumb and your ring finger like that. Helps to harmonize any discomforts, particularly in the arms, like, I don't know, carpal tunnel syndrome or tennis elbows, or just generally pain in the wrists or the hands. I digress. 3 is understanding. It's understanding that we have to allow nourishment in and we have to allow toxins out. We can't just accumulate, we have to release in order to accumulate again. We have to breathe out so that we can breathe in. And once we've breathed in, we have to breathe out. And so safety energy lock number 3, it maintains rhythm. It's that associated with the rhythm of the breath. It maintains the rhythm of the energy through the body. And that's why, in my understanding, it helps us. It's our defense against problems and discomforts. So when we connect to that energy of safety energy lock number 3, then we connect to the energy of flexibility, of movement, of rhythm. So today, if you can do some sort of rhythmic activity like dancing or I don't know, I suppose any exercise really, even walking or running that has a regular rhythm where you are breathing with a particular rhythm and your body is moving in a particular rhythm, it will really help to connect you to that energy of safety energy lock number 3, and it'll help to maintain that flexibility. So 3 is the strategist. 3 is the long-term goal seer. 3 is the person who can see where this is going to end or where we want to go and can put a strategy in place in order for us to get there. So 3s can be very focused. It's a fire number, so it's a number of creativity and focus. Today would be a good day for setting goals, for making decisions on where it is that you want to go and putting together a strategy to get there. So if, for example, like me, you want to teach a workshop, today would be a good day to work out the outline of the workshop, when it is that I want to have it, and what do I have to do in order to get ready for it. That's the kind of strategic way that 3 can help us to maintain rhythm. Of course, we have the 5 from May, and the 5 from May is about adapting. It's about adapting to change. It's about being inventive. It's about thinking on your feet. It's about being able to make quick decisions. 5 is a bit of an adrenaline junkie, and 5s don't like to be hemmed in. So when 5s feel, when the energy of the 5 feels as if it's being forced to do something, then it can become rebellious. So 5 can help us. If you're starting to, so now let's just say I decide I'm going to do this workshop, right? And I start working on it, and I don't really want to be there, and it's really difficult, and I'm struggling, and all I want to do is, I don't know, eat chocolate, for example. That could be the 5 letting me know that actually that might not be the correct goal. That might not be the right topic. Maybe a workshop is a great idea, but this topic is not really resonating with me, so maybe you don't want to be doing it, all right? So that's what the 5 can do, and the 5 can help us adapt and go, it can give us new ideas. 5 is inventive. It can make me think, let's say the topic was going to be, I don't know, dealing with menopause, let's just say. Scintillating, right? So dealing with menopause, and I'm thinking, this is not really doing it for me. But then 5 says, what about if you spoke about how it empowers women? What about if you spoke about it being a time of great power? What if you weren't focused so much on the physical, but you actually brought more of the sort of energetic and the mental and emotional into it? You see, I'm actually even starting to get excited. So that's what 5 can enable us to do. 5 is the inventor, and it's a very, very, very intuitive number. It's very sensitive to ESP, so really listen to that. It can also be overly analytical. So when you're starting to get analysis paralysis because you've got so many ideas that you can't do a single one of them, then know that it's gone a little bit over, right? And that's why we're going to hold the finger for the day. We've, of course, got the 2 from 2018 as well. So in the root of the life map today, we have a fire number, we have an air number, and we have a water number. We have a really good balance of elements. And the 2 helps us to make sure that in the pursuit of our goals, in this new inventive adaptation, 2 says, Loretta, so what do you have to do in order to get this workshop ready? Okay, I've got to do X, Y, and Z. Maybe the timeline is too short. Are you going to be nurturing yourself or punishing yourself? Are you going to have a lovely time putting this together, or are you going to stress yourself beyond because you've set unrealistic deadlines? That's the 2. The 2 is seeing the other side. What's the downside? Have you considered this? Have you thought about that? And have you taken into account that keeping yourself nurtured is your primary goal, actually, because you can only give what you have, and the more you nurture yourself, the more effective you are going to be for other people. The hero of today is the one. So one says, here I am, I'm enough. So workshop, one will say, you're the bomb, Loretta. You might not quite be in menopause yet, but hell, you've seen a lot of people with menopause, and you understand menopause. And, so maybe you haven't had a hot flush, but you can relate to how awful that must be, because you've heard and you've seen how distressed people are when they do have hot flushes. And actually, you can do this. You've got this. So, when the voice of doubt goes, I'm not really sure. Are they going to take me seriously? Do I really want to do this? If I move too far away from the physical, is that not going to put people off? One says, Loretta, you're the bomb. You can do this. You deserve to do what you want to do. And the people who resonate with your message will come. And there are people who are not going to like it, and it doesn't matter, because you are enough. And you are not your message. And you are not this workshop. You are so much more than this. So you've got this. So one helps us to stay integrated. One helps us to connect to I am enough. And that is the beauty of one in the hero position today. Now, in the villain position, we have a 4 today. And 4 in the villain position is a bit of a trickster, because 4 in the villain position makes us blind to the truth. And that can be the truth of who we really are. So in other words, if you're 1 in the hero, instead of being positive, is being really downer on you, and the critical voice in your head is saying, are you mad? You can't give a workshop. You don't know how to speak in public. You don't have enough credibility. Who's going to take you seriously? You're not an endocrinologist. What business do you have talking about menopause? That's all the downside of the 1. Then I could be blind to, I've been dealing with hormonal women for more than 20 years of my life, and I know enough about menopause, and probably more than the average person, and that's really all that's required. So I could be blind to the fact that I am capable of doing this. Or I could think I am the bomb, now suddenly say I am the expert on menopause, and I know everything about menopause. See, that's a bit blind to my extremely overweening ego. So 4 in the villain position makes us blind to the truth for ourselves and the truth for other people. So that's what we need to guard against. And the 4 in the villain position also stops us from appreciating the big picture. The big picture is, in my case, some people are going to love it and some people are going to hate it. So what? What does it matter? The big picture is, what is it going to change? It's not going to change anything about you. If 5 people hate you tomorrow, is it going to make any difference to who you are? You're still going to be the same person as you were yesterday, right? So 4 in the villain position also helps to narrow the picture, and that makes us more scared. So just know that that is there. So luckily we have Jinshin Jitsu, right? Safety energy lock number 3 is located on your middle finger. So when you hold the middle finger, you harmonize the liver and the gallbladder organ function energy, and the liver says, I trust, and the gallbladder says, I believe. The gallbladder says, I believe I can do this, and the liver says, I trust that I will be supported enough in order to do this, and I trust that I am enough. It also helps to harmonize anger and frustration and disappointment and guilt. I wish I was good enough. Maybe if I'd been good enough, then this would not have happened. So when you hold your middle finger, you help to harmonize all of those attitudes. I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll speak to you again tomorrow.